faster. Really though, do you think you'd be a runner when the zombies come? Do you think that you would be like George Costanza in the Friends episode when there was a fire in the building? He pushed all the kids out of the way to get to the back door first.
Yeah, that'd be me.
You?
No, I'm not that bad. I don't know what I'd be to. What like, sort of role I had, to be honest.
You know who you remind me of? When me and my wife were talking about this the other day. You remind me and my wife of a mix between two people from the UK.
As long as you don't say Alan Carr, because I'll be deeply offended. Who's that? He's a comedian, but he's gay.
No,
and he's as camp can be.
No. So you remind me of the guy from The Office, but the UK version of it.
Ricky Gervais.
What's it called? Ricky
Gervais.
Right. So Ricky Gervais and Eddie Izzard is who you... A mix between those two faces.
The Eddie Izzard and Ricky Gervais baby. We'll have to get something made up. What you want is you want three pictures. Get a picture of Eddie Izzard, a picture of me, and then a picture of Ricky Gervais, and put them all beside each other, and we'll put it up on the website.
Yeah, please do. Like you did of me, you, and Dirty Pete. That would be great, man.
I'll see what I could do. I'll do something. Yeah, that was fantastic, that picture.
Yeah, that was so funny, man. I loved it. Because I had my motorcycle, my motorcycle goggles on, and I just looked like a big fish. It was funny.
Do you know what? It's so hard getting to find a picture of you because there are none. Yeah,
I'm elusive.
You are. There's not many actual proper decent. I don't say decent, but I got bored and made that as well.
Let's see. Oh, that's cool. I like it. Did you make that?
Yeah.
That's a picture of the Dirty Rotten Show logo and the Zombie Life Podcast logo.
But it says the Dirty Rotten Life Podcast.
Yeah, a Dirty Rotten Zombie Life Podcast. That's what we need to make a logo of.
We do. I've been told by Adam Barker to kick you and Pete's asses into gear as well.
Okay, well, if he had our lives, he would understand.
I did tell him you're both very busy people. And I also told him you're both extremely bad liars as well.
And we're old. Does he know how old we are? We're going to be pushing 40 in a couple of years. How old is he?
40? I'm not sure how old he is, actually, to be honest. Adam, how old are you? Let us know.
Dude, I saw a picture of him and what might have been his dad, and it doesn't look like the original picture of Adam Barker that I saw, because there's
loads of different pictures. He looks different in all of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of like the different ads me and Pete make for him. He's got all these different voices, you know. That's how his photographs are.
I love the Mexican one you did for him. Is Adam Barker? I can't even do it. I can't bother to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try and attempt it, but
and it had the Mexican music behind it.
Hi, my name's Adam Barker. You have to try and do a proper English one.
Yeah, I'll try, but I don't want to get egged. I don't want to, get kicked off the Pod Guys Network.
Oh, you won't. He won't. He's laid back. He's proper laid back. He's not like this. He's not a fucking dictator. He's not going to behead you both if you don't get your podcasts out on time. And
right.
He just wants me to get you to get us all to contribute to Pod Goddammit. Because he wants our
I know
input,
I want to, but I always miss out on the question. Didn't you say that you had a question that we're going to answer this episode?
Well, I've got 13 of them so far. I've got from 13 to about 18, 19. I mean, sorry.
Okay, good.
So we could do that after, but I've got one more question from Simon quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, he said another question: zombie apocalypse has struck. You plus 3 other survivors together. What 3 famous people would you want in your survival group?
Oh, man, what a good question.
Yeah, I think they're both really good questions.
Huh. What 3 famous people do I want with me?
Yeah.
Number 1, Bear Grylls. Number 2, Survivor Man. Number 3...
Yeah, I was going to say, it is Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls and Survivor Man, whatever that guy's name is. And then number 3 is the guy who's in the other Survivor show with him and his wife.
But why would you need 3 people of the same, like, category?
Well, because they're all survivalists, and I feel more comfortable with people that can show me how to drink my own urine, or people that could help me find a wall of shelter behind dead bodies or something. You know, somebody that's actually been in the trenches.
Yeah, but do you know what my 3 would be?
Who?
I'd have Ray Mears, who's a survivalist.
Okay.
Like a bit like Bear Grylls and that.
Okay.
I'd have Professor Brian Cox, because he's a scientist, and
his
chances
last
are
name was-
he could concoct you some. He'd have an idea of how to make like bombs, maybe explosives. He'd have a good grasp of the stuff like that. He's got a good way of life, and I'd have to have like, I don't know, maybe a comedian like Jimmy Carr or something like that. So when going gets really tough, you know, and you're really fucking on the shitter, at least you've got someone to cheer you up.
Well, okay, that makes me rethink my lineup.
Yeah, I thought you would. They would be my 3.
That's pretty good, but those are all 3 men, right?
3, but yep.
Okay, so 3.
I'm not being sexist. That's just genuinely who I'd.
Right. So 3 men, or 3 famous people.
Yeah, just people.
Okay, 3 famous people that you would have if the zombies came.
In your in your survival group.
In your survival group, you had 3 famous people. Alive or dead? Let's go with
Who the
alive.
hell's that? Oh, alive or dead? Sorry.
you're like, who's alive or dead?
No, I thought you said alive or bet. I was like, who the hell's alive or bet?
I don't know. I think I still might go with somebody who knows how to get around. You know, like Survivor Man. When you said a comedian, that was pretty good. I hadn't thought of that. It's outside the box a little bit.
Yeah.
My wife says Survivor Man. The guy from Hurt Locker, whatever his name is. And then she's going to pick Jax from Sons of Anarchy because she wants to sleep with him.
That guy from Hurt Locker?
Yeah, the guy from Hurt Locker.
What one? There's loads of them people in that. Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner? Yes.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. Yeah, he's supposed to be a pretty smart dude. And maybe the Pope, because he's closest to Jesus. You know?
Yeah, Harrison Ford's an old man.
Yeah. Harrison Ford's too old. Jeff Bridges? Or Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges is
twin.
even older than fucking Harrison Ford, isn't he?
No. Ryan Hurst. You know who Ryan Hurst is, right? He's the tall dude from Sons of Anarchy that looks like a lion.
No, I don't know.
He's Jeff Bridges' twin brother.
Really?
He looks like it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
That's who I would pick, and that's a really good question. We should have a question for Sam Holly.
We should what?
You know? We should have a question for Sam Holly. Then we might actually have somebody call in.
He won't call in. He'll only email.
He won't call in.
No, he's got a phobia of answering machines and calling people and stuff like that. So he only sends emails.
Well, he's our only fan. He's got to call in.
I know. Oh, and I've also changed the terms and conditions in inverted commas because I can't think of a better thing to say.
Okay.
Of the top 20 zombie movies as voted by people.
Okay.
Rather than just do one, because I've come to after the Dead Men cast did their rundown of their top 20 to 11, and they're going to do on the next show 10 to 1. There was a lot of films in there that I realised I'd have never actually heard of or never seen. So I think to have just one film is a bit hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody to send in their top 20 zombie-related films.
And then we'll just take...
And we'll just count them all up, and whatever if it gets more than so many votes, we'll tally them up, and we'll put them all in an order, and we'll sort of say, that way I think it's better.
Okay.
And it gives everyone a chance to put down, rather than say like 28 Days Later, Dawn of the Dead, whatever, and pick a more common film. You can pick films that are not so common, and it just makes it a bit better.
So, people are going to email in to zmblpodcast@gmail.com their top 20 scariest zombie films.
Yeah, or their favourites, the top 20 favourite zombie films of all time.
Okay.
Or if you're on a podcast, I'm getting Adam Barker to do one on his podcast.
Okay.
I've asked Shane if he'll construct from Corpse Cast, if he'll construct one for me.
Oh, that'd be great.
The guys over at Dead Men Cast are constructing one for me. Hopefully, I spoke to Sam Holly. Hopefully, he's going to construct one for me.
Right.
So I want to try and get all the podgods on the Podgods Network to construct a top 20 of their favourite zombie films.
Oh yeah,
plus everybody else, of course.
You know, I tried to get Mike from the Corpse Cast to interview with me, and he said I will, but I don't know why you'd want to interview me. And I was kind of put off. I'm like, well, if you don't want to do it, that's cool.
Yeah,
so
he's definitely a strange person, but he seems cool.
Yeah, he seems cool. I'm sure he is cool. He's cool.
I think he's just misunderstood.
He's misunderstood.
I think he's just misunderstood. I think people just get the wrong idea of him.
Okay, that's a great excuse for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll start using that if he hears it.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'll send you my audio, and you can throw on any kind of music, whatever adverts you have. And I've got a couple new ones that I'm going to send you, but I might not be able to until you after you have this up. So we'll put the new advertisements that I have. We can put them on the next show because they're too good to just throw together.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. I'll happily I can put it all together. If you stick it all on Dropbox, I'll construct it together.
Yeah. Right on.
Oh yeah, I did say to Adam, if worst comes to worst, if you and Pete wanted to do the Dirty Rotten shows, like Pod God Damn It bit, I didn't mind doing just like one for us on my own or whatever. If you were like, if you're not about whatever, I can happily do that.
Yeah. Well, if you come up with a question, I would happily answer the questions for you. And I'll tell Pete, or you can email Pete, because he's so lazy, he's not going to go out of his way to find some website that has directions to do anything.
Well, I've got all the questions here. I've got episode 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18's questions.
Sweet.
So I've told him I will start from 13 and we'll work through to 18, and then when it gets to the end, towards the end, I'll get a load more of him. I'll get he's going to email the rest or whatever.
Now, when does episode 13 air?
Well, I said when do you want him? He just said ASAP. So if we do it now,
okay,
because we've never done Pod Goddamn it before, have we?
Yeah, let's do one. You want to do one right now while we're recording?
Yeah, why not? Stick it on the end, and I'll cut it out and.
Okay.
I'll copy it out and we'll go from there. Okay.
So this is Jig and Eddie Rotten with the Zombie Life Podcast. We're going to be answering episode 13 of the Pod Goddamn Show.
Pod Goddamn It. Pod Goddamn It.
Damn it. Don't you love that
song?
Sorry,
that was just my shit version of the intro that
it's
they
good.
use.
I love the song, dude. I want to interview those people either on this show or the Dirty Rotten Show because I love the tune, and I think that they're actual real musicians. They're not just fake people that write music on the computer like I do.
or me, on me phone. But anyway, episode 13's question for the Pod Goddammit is, how did you get into podcasting?
How did I get into podcasting?
So how did you get into podcasting? Oh, no, I only got into podcasting about 13 episodes ago, so it's not been long for me. I got into podcasting because I'd tried everything else and I realised I was just as shit as that. So I thought I'd try and be shit at podcasting as well. And it turned out I am, so...
Haven't you always wanted to, though, talk to somebody from across the ocean?
I can't say it was number one on the top of my list of things to do, but until we started doing it, I didn't realise how much fun it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It was cool. And listening to the Dirty Rotten Show was a big inspiration to get me going, which was cool, so...
Yeah, I'm surprised it's an inspiration, because most people listen to the Dirty Rotten Show and then put a bullet in their brain.
Definitely. So yeah, that was my introduction to podcasting, and how I got into it was through you and through listening to the Dirty Rotten Show, and then going from there really.
You know what happens after you start podcasting? You start seeing different things to buy inside of electronic stores. You're like, ooh, I could use that.
Yeah, don't. I've just bought all sorts of stuff.
Or you go to a music store for the first time in 20 years since you were in high school band, and you're like, hey, I could use that to record with. Or you start looking into new software and stuff,
That's a good thing, though. That's good. Oh, that's not, because technically I need money to...
No.
I've got better things to spend it on, but...
Yeah.
we found out you can do a podcast on the cheap, so it's good.
One thing you gain